Matching with people in online dating websites is a skill that can be honed. Hey, welcome to Online for Love, your #1 resource for dating by the numbers. Today we're going to be going over an online dating website called Hinge, but more specifically we're going to be talking about how you can make more matches on the app itself. But before we get into all that though, I do need to tell you guys about our secret opening line formula. Utilizing our secret opening line formula, users have discovered that they have received 3 times more of the response rate than they had before. And in case you don't know what dating website is best for you, I suggest you take our online dating website quiz. Our online dating website quiz will ask you a host of questions about what you're looking for in an online dating website, and at the end of the quiz it will let you know what the perfect online dating website is for you personally. You can find those necessities in the links in the bio down below, along with our Tinder 101 hub and more. And in order to make this review a bit easier to comprehend, I've broken it down into these 4 sections. The first of which is how do you look for someone on Hinge, then how to get matches, then how does Hinge matching work, then how to use the Hinge dating app. So before I jump into number 1, I did want to ask you guys real quick to be sure you are hitting like and subscribe. Seriously, it really does help push our videos out so that more users can utilize this information from us here at Online for Love. We super duper appreciate it. So this is going to move me into number 1 on my list, which is how do you look for someone on Hinge. Many of the users who are joining the Hinge platform are doing so from other online dating platforms like Tinder or Bumble, and they're not really completely familiar with how the Hinge app works. Unlike Tinder and Bumble, where your interactions with other users really do determine a lot in your success on the app, with Hinge, what really determines success is how much you actually tell about yourself on your own profile and how honest you are in sending your likes to individuals that would really click with you. Users are not really able to look for other users by any sort of search engine, like searching somebody's name or what their age is or things along the lines of that. And in this app, it is actually going to present you users that it thinks are going to be the most compatible with you based off of your interests that you have built building your profile itself. Now, the main difference between Hinge, Tinder, and Bumble is that Hinge is set up for long-term serious relationships, where Tinder and Bumble is much more for casual dating. And because Hinge is looking for that more long-term serious relationship aspect when it comes to an online dating website, it is going to present users to you that it thinks are going to be the most like-minded to you, so that when you do go on that first date and hopefully second and third in lifelong relationship, it is going to be with somebody who you already mostly agree with, somebody that you are going to click with very quickly so that you do actually have success on the app itself. It is really important though that Hinge users do actually let the app do its own work and that you take the progress of the app very slowly at the beginning. Again, the app is going to be more successful for you the longer you utilize it, because it's going to receive more and more information from your particular preference of person. So even when you are utilizing the app on Hinge and you are liking and passing particular users, Hinge recognizes what types of users you are liking and what types of users you are passing, and is going to use its algorithm to give you more and more users that you are seeming to like and less users that you are seeming to pass. Hinge is usually pretty good at finding those particular users who will be very like-minded to you, and if you find that it isn't doing really that great of a job, then you should definitely make sure that you're looking at your own profile and that you're making sure that the preferences and likes and things that you are really hoping that the Hinge app will recognize is spelled out pretty clearly on your own profile. For example, if you were somebody who didn't really like to read that much and you said something like, reading is not really my go-to thing, which would be a silly thing to say on your online dating app, the Hinge app is going to take that keyword reading and it's going to match you with other people who also have reading on their profile, like people who say, I really love reading. So of course, you want to make sure that you're wording everything in a way on your Hinge app so that you are finding people who are like-minded to you and not people who are not like-minded to you, if that makes any sense. It is important to remember as well that Hinge is a serious online dating app. So when you are making that like on another individual's profile, you want to make sure that it is somebody who you really could see yourself dating for a really long time in your life. It shouldn't just be a meaningless like on their profile, because that is going to mess with the entire Hinge algorithm, and they're going to start showing you people who you would consider mediocre because that's how the algorithm is built. Now keep in mind as well that the only way that you can actually like an individual on Hinge is by liking a piece of their profile, and this is very unlike Tinder and Bumble, where you have to actually swipe on Tinder and Bumble, liking their entire profile, or denying their entire profile. So again, it's just really important for you to know that Hinge is not that difficult to use. You just gotta let the algorithm do its thing. You have to be honest with the app and what your interests are and the type of person that you are liking on the app. And the Hinge algorithm will work its wonders in finding you some great potential matches. So this is gonna move me into number 2 on my list, but before I jump into that, I did wanna tell you guys about our online dating website quiz. Our online dating website quiz is going to ask you a host of questions about what you're looking for in an online dating website. At the end of the quiz, it's gonna let you know what the perfect online dating website is for you personally. So this is gonna move me into number 2 on my list, which is how to get matches. There's not really a superior guaranteed method or strategy in getting you to get a ton of matches on Hinge, but there is a surefire way to make sure that you are at least getting a lot more likes on Hinge than you would before if your profile isn't set up a particular way. So the number of users that like your profile is going to be directly based off of course, what you actually put on your profile, and this includes those 6 images that Hinge requires and the 3 prompts that Hinge requires as well. Of course, the more similar interests you have with other people, and generally the more positive vibes that you show on your actual profile, the more likely it is going to be that you're going to gain a lot more likes on Hinge. So again, make sure that you are putting a lot of your interest about what you are into on Hinge, because this is going to broaden the range of potential matches of people who can actually relate to you. However, make sure that you're not making it so broad that you actually don't like some of the topics that you're mentioning and you're just putting as many topics as you can just to get more potential matches, because this is going to defeat the entire purpose of the algorithm itself. You may get lots of likes this way, but you are also going to get a lot of disappointment when people actually start having conversation with you, or even if they meet up with you and they find out that you're not really the person that you were advertising on your Hinge profile. Now, speaking about conversating with other users on the app, one way that you can make sure that you're going to get a response is by utilizing your secret opening line formula. Using the secret opening line formula, users have received 3 times more responses than they had before utilizing the formula. So if you want to have better conversations which can lead to more dates, then you should definitely utilize our secret opening line formula. So this is going to move me into number 3 on my list, which is how does Hinge matching work? As we had already mentioned before, Hinge is not an online dating app that is simply going to just connect you with whoever is closest to you in your proximity globally. It's going to actually connect you with people based off of the deal breakers that you've made, based off of your interests on your profile. And on top of that, you can even modify where your location is on the app as well, so that you can match with people who are going to be in an area that you may want to stay in. You should be aware as well that the treatment of users who are utilizing the app for free and those users who are paying for a preferred membership is going to be actually pretty much the same. However, those users with the preferred membership are going to be able to set a lot more search and filter features on their app because they have paid for that premium membership, but they are all honestly still using the same algorithm. And this algorithm works by you inputting as much information about yourself as possible, and then the algorithm searches its database of users to find that perfect potential match for you. Even if you were to link up your social media such as Facebook, and you could even use Facebook to sign up for Hinge, Hinge is actually going to utilize information from your Facebook to gather interest about you. Now, a lot of people may think that this is very intrusive of the app itself, but honestly, it is a great method in finding out what your interests are and finding other users who share similar interests, as Facebook is a huge database of information about users already. In case you don't feel comfortable with that, you can, of course, you don't have to share your Facebook information, but you should share at least your vital information and things that are really important to you. Don't have to share everything, but just what you feel like is really important for your partner to know and for you to be looking for in a potential partner as well. So Hinge is going to present you users every day, and you can either click on the heart icon to let them know that you are interested in them, or you could pass them and click on the pass icon to let them know that you're not interested in them. But what you're really doing is letting the Hinge algorithm know this as well. So when you do this, the Hinge algorithm is going to show you more users of the type of user that you liked, and it's going to pass more users of the type of user that you had passed. Of course, as you utilize the app more and more, in time it is going to get more and more accurate as you are giving it more and more information to help make it more and more accurate. So this is going to move me on to number 4 on my list, but before I jump into that, I did want to ask you guys to be sure you are hitting like and subscribe. Seriously, it really does help push our videos out so that more users can utilize this information from us here at Online for Love. We super duper appreciate it. So this is going to move me on to number 4 on my list, which is how to use the Hinge dating app. Using the Hinge dating app is pretty easily, especially if you're being honest with your responses on the app itself and you are searching for that serious relationship. And in fact, I'd actually say that the Hinge dating app is better than Bumble and especially Tinder if you are looking for those long-term serious relationships, because Hinge is based off of that. It's there for you to find great long-term serious relationships, or Bumble and Tinder are more for the casual relationship world. In my opinion, the way to use the Hinge app to be the most successful is by uploading as much information about yourself as humanly possible so that the Hinge app can learn more and more about the type of person that you are. This is of course going to be the best way to attract like-minded individuals to your profile, and of course having that complete profile as well is going to make your profile even that much more attractive, and more users are going to want to actually respond to your profile as well because of that. And even if your profile is great and another potential user sees your profile and they don't feel like they would want to actually match up with you, but they feel like you'd be great for a friend, Hinge actually allows them to share your profile with their friend as well. So you want to make sure that your profile is looking top notch all the time, because people are going to be looking at it, judging it, and basing if they're going to go off on a date with you on your profile itself. Of course, just like in all other dating online apps, you want to make sure you're not putting too vital of information as well. I'm talking about things like your email, your phone number, obviously your credit card information, your home address, things that are really dangerous to be putting on the internet pretty much anywhere. And as you probably already know, Hinge is one of the most successful online dating apps when it does come to long-term serious relationships. So utilizing this app is going to absolutely more than likely bring you success in the online dating world if you are looking for those long-term serious relationships. And if you're looking to have some great conversation with other users on any of these apps, I highly suggest you check out our secret opening line formula. Utilizing the secret opening line formula, we've discovered that users have received 3 times the response rate that they had before. And in case you don't know what dating website is best for you, I suggest you take our online dating website quiz. Our online dating website quiz will ask you a host of questions about what you're looking for in an online dating website, and at the end of the quiz, it will let you know what the perfect online dating website is for you personally. You can find the links for those necessities in the bio down below, along with our Tinder 101 hub and more. If you guys wanted to see some more content from us, be sure to check out the videos popping up on my left and right here. And I did want to ask you guys again to be sure you are hitting like and subscribe. Seriously, it really does help push our videos out so that more users can utilize this information from us here at Online for Love. We super duper appreciate it. I'll catch you guys here next time on Online for Love. See ya.